Build to thrive. What does this really mean? So today we are talking about maximizing your preteen or teenage phase, whatever phase you're in. So you can use this now that you're a teenager, now that you're preteen, and even as a teenager. How do you maximize this phase? You've never been a preteen before, or have you? Have you been a preteen before? No. No. This is your first time being a preteen. This is the first time being a teenager, right? So what do you need to put in place for you to be able to maximize this phase? Because in our previous sessions, we understood that this phase is not going to be forever. It has a limited time to be. You are 12 years now. You have the next 5 years to be this age. By the time you are 18, you're already an adult. You're already an adult. You are 11 years now. You have the next 6 years to be in this phase. By the time you are 18, you're already an adult. So how do you maximize this 5 years, this 6 years, this 3 years, this 1 year, depending on your age, this 7 years, depending on your age, so that you can be all that you need to be now. So that when you get to that adulthood, you'll be able to, to be adulthood properly. In our last class, we understood that every phase is a prerequisite to the previous. There are some certain things that you need to develop in the previous stage so that those things will be beneficial to you in the present stage that you are in. If you miss those things that in the previous phase, you may be disadvantaged, most likely disadvantaged in the new phase. So what are the things that you are meant to be doing now? What are the ways you can maximize this phase now, so that when you get to adulthood, you enter adulthood with grace, with confidence. So you don't enter adulthood with, oh my God, I don't know if I learned all that I need to learn. I don't know if I'm prepared. Nobody prepared me for this. All these things that adults say. Adulthood is a scam. Is it really a scam? Adulthood is a scam to whoever that is not prepared for adulthood. So for you not to be saying that adulthood is a scam, when you get to adulthood, you really need to maximize this phase that you are in now. So that is why we are doing this today. Okay? So these are the things we're going to learn in the course of this today. We're going to learn your different stages of life, the challenges facing this very stage. What stage are you in now? And these challenges that face this stage. And position yourself to make the most of it. How do you position yourself to make the most of this phase that you are in now? Those are the things that we're going to look at, and we'll quickly look at it in the next few minutes. Now, like I said, in our previous classes, we've been talking about different stages. I don't need to go through all these things, but I'll just name it for naming's sake, because we've talked about some of these things, haven't we? We talked about the newborn phase, the toddler phase, the preschool, grade school, the preteen, which is where you are now, the teenagers, which is where some of you are now, and then the adulthood. Even the adulthood has different stages as well. There are older adults, the elderlies, right? Even in adulthood, there are the married, these phases that you have children, or the phases that you are single, or the phases that you are, doing school or doing whatever career. There are different stages, but that's not what we are dealing with today. We are dealing with the preteen phase. Those are different stages that we have. Now, now that you've identified the stage that you're in, what are the challenges facing this phase? One of the challenges facing this phase is pressure, peer pressure. Pressure from your peers. Peers means your age mates, people you share the same, maybe from school, they have a common thing uniting you guys together. It could be age, it could be school, it could be church. Your friends. Pressure from your friends. What pressure? What pressure do you face, with your friends? There may be things that you don't want to do, but your friends are already doing. Like we talked about late dating. A lot of them are already dating, and you really want to date. because you can't talk about your boyfriend, you can't talk about a girlfriend where people around you are talking about it because you don't have one. So you feel pressured to have a boyfriend. You feel pressured to have a girlfriend. You feel pressured to vape. You feel pressured to test alcohol simply because your friends are testing these things. Your friend has kissed someone and you feel, oh my God, and she comes and tries to, tell you, describe how it felt and how it was, and you now feel pressured to do the same. It's peer pressure. Is this kind of school bag that is raining in school now? I don't have money, but I want my dad to buy it for me. You feel pressured because they wear a particular kind of dress, they wear designers, or they wear a particular kind of shoe, or a particular kind of phone. You feel pressured. There are also emotional changes. We talked about that, the crushing thing that starts in your puberty, that starts in this preteen and teen phase. That is there too. But the one that most people don't talk about is the mood swings that come with this age. Maybe one of the classes I can actually go down and actually explain in scientific details how this whole development come about. So you understand that most of these things that are going on in your brain, that's basically just hormonals. The mood swings, you don't know, but sometimes, you feel happy. The next second or the next few minutes, you feel sad. You cannot explain why you're sad. You try to think, why am I sad? You cannot remember. There's nothing. But your mood just changes. You feel touchy, irritable. Something you could condole a few years ago, you cannot condole that anymore. Your mom could easily hug you out in front of your friends, when you are in reception or primary or nursery. But now, she can't hug you in front of your friends. Your dad can't hug you or hold hands with you, where your friends are. Why is that the case? Another thing is the physical looks. Oh, this the pressure that comes, the challenge that comes from this, or the pressure that comes from this is mostly from social media. Where they tell you that the hourglass shape is the deal. If you don't have hourglass shape, do we know what hourglass shape is? You may not know it as hourglass, but I'm sure you know what it means. You must be curvy. That is the shape. And who said that is how everyone should be like? Who said it? You are not too tall. You have people that are too tall. They are intimidating you. Or you are too tall and people are average. And the people that are average, because they are many, there are more of them, they are intimidating you. Your breast is still small, and people that are full-chested are intimidating you. Or to telling you that your bum is flat. Those are the things that we see. Those are the things that you face. Now, how do we handle these challenges? In the coming classes, we're going to take each and every one of these and talk about them in-depthly. We go in-depth into each and every one of these challenges. But today, we're talking about how you're going to thrive in this phase, how you can maximize this phase that you're in. That is our focus for today. So we just focus on that and see where that leads us. Now, you must understand that this phase is the very foundation of life. You see this phase that you're in? It is the very, very foundation of life. Do you know what a foundation is? A foundation when it comes to the house, building a house. I want a response, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Has anybody seen a foundation before?
No.
No. No. If you were back home in Nigeria, you will definitely see a foundation of a house. But here, because of where we are, we may not see a foundation of the house. Now, when you see that what you're saying there, is a bit of the foundation of the house. So any house that is built, one of the first things they do is to, if they want to build a foundation, is to dig a hole in the ground. They'll dig a hole in the ground. So what you're saying up, like where you are now, you're seeing the out part of it. There is something in the ground that is holding that building. If that thing in the ground has an issue, that house is going to collapse. Have you heard of houses collapsing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most houses that collapse is foundational. Something is not correct in the foundation. So to correct anything, any house that is already built, it's always, tell me how easy it will be. You know, this is your house that you're living in now, and they now find out that there is something foundational in the foundation, like inside the soil, that needs to be done. Tell me how easy it will be to do that. How easy do you think it will be to get to that soil, you know, where that house is buried, to correct whatever mistake, whatever error that was done when it was being built? How easy do you think it will be to do that, to correct it? Sorry?
Not easy. Not easy.
Not easy. To definitely not be easy. Definitely not be easy. So that is why you need to do a lot of work in this phase that you are in now, in this foundation phase that you are in now. Because by the time you get to that 18, for you, Dara, that your mom said, okay, from 18, you can now start dating. So you need to do a lot of work now, so that when you come to that age, to that 18, you will know who to date, who you are, and who to date and how to date. But remember, life is not just about dating. Life is beyond, is bigger than dating. There are other aspects of life that, you know, that are way, way bigger than dating. But first of all, you need to work on the foundation now. One of when you can Google it if you like, but one of the regrets of the elderly is that they did not maximize their young phase. They wish, a lot of elderly wish that they can have their young phase back, their young period back, so that they will use the wisdom they have now to build that foundation. But it's too late. Nobody can have their foundation, any phase that we've gone past back. We can't have it back. So that is why you really need to treasure what you have, because both the devil and God is interested in this your phase. This area, this phase that you're in now, this phase of life that you're in now, both God and the devil is interested in it. But then the choice is yours as to who to give chance in this phase that you're in. One thing you must understand is that there is no middle ground. Forget what people are saying. There is no middle ground in life. There's no middle ground. In fact, there's no such thing as empty. Anything that you see that is empty, there is air inside it. Like you see this now, there's no water in it, but there's air. So something must occupy something. So if you're either for God or you're not for God, don't mix it up. Don't say, okay, I don't like God though. I don't believe in God. But the devil, no, I do not, God forbid, I do not like, but you're saying God forbid, you don't like devil. When you say God forbid, how? How does that marry? How does it marry? How does that match? No. So in life, there is no middle ground. You are either there or there. You are either for God or not. So understand that God is interested in this your life that you have now, and the devil is also interested in it. So whoever you decide, so if you are not fully into God, you are unknowingly into the devil, whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not. Now, how then do you maximize this phase that you're in? It's by taking ownership of it. Taking ownership. What does that really mean? You must understand that just like my children are, they are toddlers and preschool. I am fully responsible for them. They can't just, go anywhere and I don't know where they are going to. They can't just say, "Oh, mommy, there's this my friend in class that wants to have a date. Let's have a play date." Because for their age, there's a lot of play dates. They go to the friend's house, or they meet up in wherever, and they play. Go to, the playground and play. There's a lot of that here for their age. But then she can't just come here and say, "Oh, mommy, I am going myself to this place to meet so and so and play." No, I will myself or the dad must take her there. So we are fully responsible for them at this age. But once they get to your age, immediately they get to your age, you can tell your mom, "Can I go so and so, so, so?" And your mom will say, "Okay, go, but be careful. Remember all I told you." Your mom will say, "Try to preach all the gospel." She wants to preach. Your dad will try to say, "Remember all I told you. Remember, once it's 5 p.m., you have to come back to this house. Ring me if anything happens." You understand that at that point you are there without your parents, without anybody, possibly nobody you knew, and maybe except for those clique of friends. You are responsible for your life now. What anyone can do now is to guide you. That is what I'm doing. That is what your parents are doing. To guide you, to advise you. But the sole responsibility is on you to do or not do the advice. Whatever you have been advised, it is left for you to take it or not. Your parents have lived their lives. They are living their lives. They can't live it for you now. You are living your own life. The life you are living, it is yours, not anybody's. You are here because you are just a minor living under their roof. Once you are 18, you can go and live anywhere you want to live. You can be anything you want to be, but it starts now. How are you taking ownership of your life? Are you really taking ownership of your life? Do you really understand that this life is yours and not your parents'? That when they tell you don't do this and you go ahead and do it, we are not doing it against them, we are doing it against you. When they tell you don't do this and you end up not doing it, especially when it's something good. I'm talking about when it's something good, when the parent is someone that, it's responsible. Sorry to say, but we have some irresponsible parents. Sorry to say. But if you have such irresponsible parents and they're telling you don't do or do, and you go ahead and do the opposite, for you to undertaking ownership means that you understand that you are not doing or not doing it for your parents. It is for you. It is on you. It is your life. That leads us to say that you are the chief architect of your life. You are the builder. You are building your life. You are the chief. You are designing your life. You are building it. So the choices you are making now are all cumulatively designing the life that you want to be. Maybe not the life you want to be. Maybe you want to be something else, but you are making decisions today that will make you not to be that person. What decisions are you making? What kind of friends? Are your friends the kind of friends that will take you to that decision that you are making? Are your daily decisions the decisions that will take you to that very dream that you have? You have the key of your life. You are the chief architect of your life. How are you designing your life? How are you doing it? How really are you designing your life? You are the chief architect of your life, not your mother, not your father, not your friends, not your teachers, not your Sunday school teachers, not me. We can only help. But at the end of the day, you are the one to make that decision, to listen to what we are saying and do them. Because the truth of the matter is, whether you do or do not do, there's a life waiting for you called adulthood. How would you show up in your adulthood? How are you going to show up? Because like I said, if you like it or not, you will definitely show up in your adulthood. But how would you show up? Are you going to show up shouting like we have some adults shouting that adulthood is a scam? Are you going to, show up that way? Or you are going to show up fully aware, fully prepared to face, confident to face adulthood? That is why I'm here, to guide you, to give you, equip you with the tools that can make you confident to face adulthood. Because you've made the right choices in this your preteen and teen phase, to help you make the right choices, to guide you through making the right choices. It's my job to guide you, but it's your job to follow my guidance. So it's, with your parents as well. It's your job to follow their guidance. Your teachers, your Sunday school teachers, it's your job to follow their guidance. You are the chief architect of your life. You are designing your life. So who is designing your life? You. You are the one doing it. No one else is doing it for you, and no one can do it for you. So you must understand that the phase we are in now is called the building phase. It's the building phase. What are you building? How are you building? It's the building phase. It's very foundational. What are you building? One of the things I want you to do is to think about what kind of life do I want to build? What kind of life do I want? That's what I want you to know. Now, I've got a story to tell. So, a man was driving a car called Ford. Does anybody know a car called Ford? You may not know, but I'm sure sorry?
I do.
Very
I
good.
do.
Yeah, good. So, Ford is one of the cars. So one day, someone bought a Ford, just like my husband is driving a Ford. In case maybe tomorrow, if you're in church, come and see it. It's Ford. So one day, someone, was driving his Ford and got to a very lonely place. The Ford stopped working. It stopped moving. He parked it. He did everything he knew he could do. It wasn't working. He called his engineers, mechanics. I was like, they were like, describe what is going on. He described it. They couldn't find anything. He didn't know what to do. He just stood there frustrated. Then another man was passing in his car, Ford as well, and stopped by. He was just looked like a very regular guy. And the guy was like, I saw that your car parked. What's going on? So the one that has the car that is not working looked at the other guy that just parked. I was like, oh my God, thank you for your kindness, but you cannot help me. My mechanic is trying to sort this out, because they were like, okay, don't worry, stay there. It will take a couple of hours, but we are going to get you another car so we can take this one back. We can tow this one back. And the man he was talking to, so he was telling the other man that just pulled out, put by the side, sorry, you cannot help me. Don't worry, my mechanic is getting it sorted. The man was like, I think I can help you. The man was like, no, you can't. Are you a mechanic? He said, no. Then you can't help me. He said, okay, if you give me a chance, I think I can help you. I was like, oh my God, this man is stopping me. Okay, just to prove that I have done everything and I know you cannot help me. Oh yeah, come. So he came, he told him, open your bonnet. He opened the bonnet. Then he said, okay, touch this thing. He touched it. Touch that one. He touched that one. And go start the car. I was like, oh my God, I've done. Why are you? Is it just this small thing? I've done more than this, and you're just telling me to go and start the car. Okay, just to push this man away from me. Just go. He went and started the car, and the car started working. Guess what? He was like, oh my God, okay. Can you tell me who you are again? I was like, well, my name is Henry Ford. I was like, no way. Henry Ford is the owner of Ford cars. At the end of the day, he was fortunate to meet the owner, the one that manufactured that car. And that one was able to tell him exactly what to touch, what to do, so that the car will start working. And within seconds, he drove the car. We called the mechanics and we were like, he was like, don't worry, the car is sorted. They were like, okay, please, can you drop the car? We know he was like, no. Guess what? Henry Ford fixed the car. He touched that. We were like, no way. Henry Ford, at the end of the day, he drove the car back home. And the car never gave him issues. He told him, if anything happened, do this, do that, and that'll be sorted. He went home with full answer, went home knowing what to do in case it happens again. Now, that is Henry Ford. I'm going to come back to that story. If you look at this picture, A and B, can you see the buildings? We are talking about you are in the building phase of your life. That is where you are in now. The foundational phase of your life. Where you stuff the foundation with the right things. Can you look at these houses? Can you see the A and the B side?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one would you like to have?
Me.
Which one?
Me.
B?
Me. I like A.
You like A?
Yeah.
Me
Okay.
too.
Who likes B?
I kind of like B, the first option, like the top one, because
You liked B before in the first option.
yeah,
Oh, so you like B?
yeah.
Good.
I like
You like B?
yeah.
Okay. And Dara, you like which one?
I like A.
Okay, good. So why do you like A?
Actually, no, I changed my mind. I like B.
Why do you like B?
Don't know. It just feels like. It just feels like. I don't know if this makes sense, but it seems like familiar. Like one of my grandma's family's house in Nigeria, and I used to like that, so it just looks familiar. So I like it.
I see. Okay. So if I give you option now, I'm giving you the keys to A. That's either the top or the down, or even both of them. I'm giving you the keys to B, either the top or the down, or even both of them, and ask you can live in any one of them. Which one would you want to go to?
I like to, if I was given the chance to, I'd like to stay in A because it would be much better and I'd naturally have a better life there. But if it's like from like scratch or anything, I'd start with the top first option, then go to A.
Okay. So if you are given the key, you would prefer the A.
Yeah.
Then in the A, you want to go to the first option of A, then go to B, go to the second option of B, yeah? That's the top and the bottom. How about you, Dara? You are given a key to go. I don't want maybe A. I want to know definitely A or B. You're given a key. Say, okay, free of charge, no mortgage, nothing. Just I'm dashing you this house. I'm gifting it to you. A or B? Choose one.
You choose A, the bottom option.
The bottom option. Okay,
And
good.
A.
And why are you choosing A? And maybe the bottom option. Why are you choosing A? That's basically why are you choosing A?
Just looks like everyone do like where everyone wants to live. So it just looks better.
Good. Now you see, nobody wants to be in B or in the B. Nobody wants to be there. How would you want to be in B when you have an A? When you have this kind of fancy, there's swimming pool, you have people that can serve you right back and center. You have your own walk-in closet. You have everything that you need. Compared to the smelly B, is dilapidated. I can want to be. I would definitely go for A, either the top or I would like a place that has swimming pool. Probably the down one in A has a swimming pool at the back. I don't know. But I would like a house that has a swimming pool. So whichever option you choose in A is good. Do you know that you are building your life now to be either B or A? Without knowing. The things you are putting into your life can either lead you to a B or A. That is the essence of this. For you to reflect on what you are putting into your life. Remember, this is the very foundation of life. This phase that you are in now is very foundational to the life in general. We talked about Henry Ford. We talked about Henry Ford being the owner of Ford. So he was able to tell that man how to fix the car without much hassle. Just told him, touch here and touch there, and your car will be fine. And he did, and the car was fine. Now, God is the one that designed your life. God designed your life. For you to know what to build and how to build, what to build your life with, you must know God first. Why and how is God the builder, the one that designed your life? Let's read this Bible verse. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. So, can we read it together? Can we read it together? 1, 2, go. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future.
And the future.
So what I want you to do is to personalize this. Jeremiah 29:11. You can read it on your own. But I really want you to personalize it and say, for God knows the plan he has for me, declares the Lord. The plans to prosper me and not to harm me. Plans to give me hope and a future. So God has a plan for you. Just like a TV. Every TV comes with a manual. If you buy a new TV, it comes with a manual. Just like a phone, every phone, once you buy it new, comes with a manual. Every laptop comes with a manual. Every electronic, everything comes with a manual. The manufacturers of those things put that manual so that you can use that thing efficiently. Without the manual, I bet you, if without the manual and if you've not used that thing before, you are almost 99.9%, guaranteed of misusing that. There's this saying that says that when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. You cannot avoid an abuse of something if you don't know the purpose of it. If you don't know the purpose of a thing, you are doomed to abuse it. So if you do not know the purpose of your life, you are certainly going to abuse your life. Sorry to use that word, but that's what it is. Abuse in this sense means to use something for what is not originally made for. To use something for what is not originally made for. That is what abuse is in this. So God knows the plan he has for you. And that plan is to prosper you. It's not to harm you. Remember what we said, that when God gives us instructions on what to do, it's not so that we will not enjoy with our friends. No. It's to protect us from harm. Do you remember that? Yeah.
Yes.
It's to protect us. So God's intention for you is to give you a future and a hope. That's what God wants for you. But remember, I told you that both the devil and God are interested in your life. It depends on you. God has given you the sole power to say, okay, God, I'll choose you, or the devil, I'll choose you. But the choice, those are the two choices you have. You don't have the third choice of being in the middle. No. You are either for God or not. So now the question is, what does my future look like? How do you know what your future looks like? You will not know until you ask God. That's the only person that knows. He's the only one that can tell you. I don't know what your future looks like. You don't know what your future, because you don't have the manual of your life. It's only God that knows. God created you, just like Henry Ford. Henry Ford knew where to touch that car. In fact, he knew what was exactly wrong with the car. So because he made the car, he manufactured the car. So he could tell the guy, touch here, and this car will be fine. So God knows exactly what we are facing. God knows exactly the challenge that you have that you've not told anyone. God knows exactly your fears. God knows your weaknesses, your strength. That is why he will be the best friend you can have. You know how we said last week that God is the only one that you can talk to, and he will not carry your matter and go and share it to everybody. Isn't it? He is. He's dependable. So he knows exactly your future. So what does my future look like? Do you know what your future looks like? Do you know? Do you know what your future looks like?
No, because it's in the future.
No. So God knows it. So that's why you need to go to him and ask him. He has designed your life. He made you. So he knows what your future looks like. Now, this is another one that will shock you. Call to me and I will answer you and tell you and even show you great and mighty things. Things which have been confined and hidden, which you do not know and understand and cannot distinguish. For your future, you don't know it now. It's confined. It's confined. It's hidden. It's hidden somewhere. You don't know what it is. But God is saying. So who is saying this is God? God is saying, call to me. Call. Pick up your phone and call. That's how you call, isn't it? You pick up your phone and dial the number and call. And God says he will pick the call when you do. You call and he will answer. So God, when you pick your phone and dial God, he will be on the other end to answer it. Remember what I told you last week? That sometimes, because of how far God seems to be from us, but he's actually not far. He's very there with you at all times, any day, anytime, no matter what. God is that person that cannot leave no matter what. He cannot leave you no matter what. Now, he says, call me, pick up your phone, dial me, call, and I won't give you a missed call. You won't have a missed call. I won't say, oh, wait, I'm not here. Sorry, can you call me back later? And it won't enter voicemail. No. It won't enter voicemail. Say, you are guaranteed that once you call me, I will answer you. I will not just answer you and start blabbing. No. And I will tell you and even show you the great and mighty things which you do not know. The things about your future that are hidden that you do not know, God wants to tell you. But he's waiting for you to call first. He's waiting for you to ask him first. If you don't ask him, he will not tell you. That is how God works. If you don't call to him, he will not answer you. That is how he works. That is the system he has designed. So you need to be the one to call to him, to ask him, Lord, Father, why did you make me? Why am I here? I told you in one of our classes that there's a reason God gave you to your parents, to your mom, to your people. There's a reason you are not born in any other place except where you are now. If you want to find that reason, God said, call to me and I will answer you and I will show you great and mighty things which you do not know about your life. Things that you do not understand. I don't know why this is happening to me. I don't know why I feel this way. Call to me and I will answer you. I don't know why this is happening. Call to me and I will answer you. I do not understand this thing that the teacher is teaching. And I'll show you and teach you things which you do not know and understand, and you do not understand. Things that you cannot distinguish. Call to me and I will answer you. I don't know if this person is a true friend or not. I don't know. Anything you don't know. If there is I don't know in it, the only person that can give you a true answer is God. And he's telling you, call and I will answer. I am guaranteed to answer when you call. So God is very dependable. So another thing to consider is, what does it take to build the kind of life I want? This life you've asked God, he has shown you. Then what does it take to build this life? Because the truth of the matter is, life counts in, you see life, this thing called life, it counts in seconds, in time. It's time, it counts in time. This is 4:30, we're closing now. Dara, you said you want to be a medical doctor, right?
A nurse.
A nurse. Now, an average medical person, though an average medical student, spends 5 to 8 hours reading every day. Every day. Did you see that? On average, medical students study approximately 5 to 8 hours per day. Per day. How many hours do you use? Do you study? Do you read anything at all? Because remember, we said this is the time to prepare yourself for the life you want as an adult. If you cannot read for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 hours, or if you cannot read for one minute today, please, I guarantee you cannot read for 10 minutes tomorrow. You need to start with the little now. What life do I want for myself? What life is God saying, this is what I want? This is the kind of life I have for you. This is the plan for you. How are you living the now so you can fulfill it? What are the things you are doing now that can lead you to that? That leads me to ask you, what material are you building the foundation of your life with? Those materials, you can be sand. In the book of Matthew, the Bible mentioned about people that build with different things. Oh, am I even saying there is a popular story that children have, with people that build their house with different things. Oh, the 3 bears. Yes, the 3. Is it the 3? No, not the 3 bears. The 3. Oh God, I read that story every time to the kids. The one that what's the name of this animal now? There's one that the animal came and said, and I will puff and I will blow this house away. I'm trying to remember it.
The pigs.
So, the 3 pigs. Yes, thank you, my darling. The 3 pigs. You saw how they built their own houses. Some built with sticks, built with normal sand, but the one that built with the blocks, the real deal, his house lasted. What material are you building your life with? Is it from what your friends say, people that don't share the same value with you? Are you building your life watching Netflix or whatever from morning till night? Is that what you think that will make your life? No. So that is why you cannot miss any of these programs. If you really, really want to build a life that, you'll be confident, you will not be shouting adulthood is a scam when you get to your adulthood. Then you need to be here and be here for good. See, I do not have time to chase anybody. Honestly, you see people that don't come here. God knows I do not have any time to chase anybody. Because I am living my own life. Everybody's living their own life. You choose the kind of life you want to live. You are building it now. Whoever that is not here is not having this knowledge you're having today. Are they? No. Tomorrow, such person will be shouting adulthood is a scam because he did not do or she did not do what she's meant to do or he is meant to do now. Now, I'm giving you assignments. Number 1 is, we talked about the mood changing while, mood changing while you are in this phase of your life, in preteen phase. One of the things I want you to do is to get a book, a journal different from this book that you're using for this class. Anytime you feel a mood you do not understand, just write it there. What are the things you write there? Write the mood, how you feel then. You feel sad, you feel upset, you feel frustrated. You just feel, there. These are assignments because I'm going to ask for it, on our next meeting. We are going to start from this assignment on our next meeting. Then, when you do that, you ask yourself, at what point did I feel this? You are tracking that mood. At one point did I feel this? You write it down. Every day, this is where if you catch yourself feeling any way, bring it and write it down. Okay? So in the same journal, what you are going to do for me is every day, write things that you are grateful for. If it's one thing, at least one thing you are grateful for every day. At least one thing. Write the date of that day. Are you grateful for, you came back and your mommy made or your daddy made a nice meal that you like? I'm grateful for that. You are grateful for helping somebody in class. I'm grateful that I was able to help ABC. with this. I'm grateful that somebody got me this. I'm grateful that I was able to be of help to someone. I'm grateful that I read one chapter of a book today. I'm grateful that I read my Bible. I'm grateful that I asked God for this and God showed me. I am just whatever, at least one per day inside that book. Are we following?
Yeah.
Now, then, when you are doing that, you are reflecting. So every day you have 5 to 10 minutes to reflect, to meditate on how your day has gone. What went wrong? Where did you miss it? Did you leave today building your A? Remember your A house, the building A? Do you remember it? The way you live today. Now, in our subsequent classes, we're going to teach you guys how you are, the very details on how you are going to build the A life. That's what you can do to build the A life, and what you can do to build the B life in case by any chance anybody wants to be the B. Because the truth of the matter is, somebody must be the B. Somebody must be the B. That's the truth. Whether believe it or not, somebody must build the B. Somebody must be, some people are building real houses, while some are building houses with sand. When you go to the beach, you build castle. Some people have that castle as their castle for their lives. The sand, when we do castle in the beach, do you know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people are building it as the castle for their lives by the things they do every day. So every minute of your life counts. We're going to talk about time and all of that. Now, reflect on how the day was for you. Do this every day. 5 to 10 minutes. Just 5 to 10 minutes. Instead of scrolling, your phone or doing chatty all the time. Do this. Then what does it take to build the future I want? That's another question you're going to ask yourself. Write it down. This should be ready by our next meeting. I'll tell you when our next meeting will be. What does it take to build the kind of life I want? So you may not know the kind of life you want now, but but before that, now we're going to do this. Pray every day, asking God to show you what you don't know about your life that you need to know now. Pray every day, asking God what you don't know about your life that you need to know now. Remember, he says, call me and I will answer, and I will tell you and show you what you do not know or understand. That which is hidden, he's going to show you. So we're going to leverage on that thing that he has said, because God is faithful to his word. If he says he will do it, he will do it. So our own responsibility is to call on him, and then he will answer us. Yeah. Then when you do that, you can now write, what does it take? Even if you haven't received anything from God as to, how to maximize your life, but you need to, from your own end, right? What does it take to be? Now you need to say, what kind of future do I want? What kind of an adult do I want to be? List it. It does not have to be one word. What kind of adult do I want to be? List it. Then under it, after you've listed the kind of adult you want to be, now say, what does it take? What will it take for me to be this kind of adult? And you write it as well. What does it take to build this future that I want? What kind of future do I want? What kind of future do I want? And what will it take to build this future? Yeah, that's it. And with that, I'm leaving you with this. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, the plans to prosper you and not to harm you,